I just took a DNA test. Turns out I'm 100% not really anything. But I did actually get my ancestry results back. So, hey guys, welcome back to my channel. An apple a day with Aaryn. Although this does not happen daily, but maybe it will once I, get this sort of figured out and it doesn't take me so long to edit shit. Sorry, I'm getting a little bit of glare in my glasses from the light. Alright, so I got my ancestry results in. And I'm excited to report that I'm a human being. Most of what I thought was going to be the case was actually the case. Let me just pull the results up on my phone. Hold on, everybody. 23&Me, 23&Me, 23&Me. I would like to see 23&Me. We're going to sign in. Okay, so 23&Me is broken down into two sections. One is ancestry and one is health and traits. And in the health report section, it turns out that even though I am mixed race and my mom's black and my dad's white, I am really surprisingly white. Which I kind of suspected because, like, I always poke fun at my mom. She's like, I'm a black lady. I'm like, you're mixed race. Like, your parents were mixed because, like, all of their parents were mixed. So, like, even if they turned out dark, doesn't mean that you're not mixed. So yeah, according to this, and like, I will obviously like put little screenshots in and shit. Oh, I got makeup on my hand. I am 43.8% British and Irish. I have one region in the Caribbean, which is Jamaica, and then 23.2% Nigerian. But then the hilarious thing is, you're going to click on this. Okay, and I'll put this up. I'm not actually Nigerian. So it's like so far back in my ancestry that it's like the geographic area that Nigeria is today. However, it's not actually like I'm Nigerian as far as like current Nigerian culture. So get to know your relatives. I got this little like section here. It says 61% more likely to be able to do the side splits. So that's interesting. I can do the side splits. And apparently 89% of my relatives have British and Irish ancestry. Then it comes down to your Neanderthal ancestry. You can view that report, so I will give that a little click. Oh, it's so cold here. For anyone who doesn't know, like, your girl's Canadian. I'm half Irish, half Jamaican, as far as like I was aware. My mom is the Jamaican half. My father's side of the family is the Irish half. So it says my Neanderthal variants, 188, which is less than 96% of 23&Me customers. So basically, Neanderthal genes account for less than 4% of my overall DNA, which is kind of interesting. So it says here I have 0 Neanderthal variants associated with having straight hair. Big shocker. Big shocker. Let's see, less likely to sneeze after eating dark chocolate. 0 variants found. You have 0 Neanderthal variants associated with a reduced tendency to sneeze after eating dark chocolate. But, like, I don't sneeze after I eat dark chocolate. So, not sure what that means, guys. Oh, yeah, so the dogs are here to visit right now, apparently, and they're just going to try and cover me in fur. These are my babies. This is Marvel. Hi, buddy. You gonna show off for the camera? You gonna show everybody your baby blues? Oh my goodness, buddy. Okay, all right. We're good. Hi. 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 If you really want to make it. Hi. Are you getting jealous? Are you getting jealous, Zeus? Zeus is getting jealous. So this is Marvel. Okay, Zeus up. Hi, this is Zeus. Zeus up. Good boy. Good boy. Oh, you handsome wolf. No, don't lick the wall. Don't lick the wall. Don't knock the wall over and don't lick the wall. Everybody, you're going to have to get out of here. Okay, see, this is the problem with having huskies, guys, okay? They've already covered me in fur. So we going to be right back. Just give us a hot second. Okay, we're back. I did not get a lint roller or anything because, like, we're just going to go through this. We're going to do it. Let's see. Height. I have 0 Neanderthal variants associated with my height, but I am very tall for a woman. I'm 5'10". So yeah, then we're just gonna, go over here and see what other fun, interesting information they have to share with us about my genetics. Apparently I'm very popular right now. Okay, so view your ancestry composition. I'm gonna try and insert parts of this in the video, even though, like, y'all know my editing skills are not on point yet. So, like, bear with me. So it says I'm 60.2% European. So I'm European. Do I look European? I don't feel European. I feel very much so Canadian. I'm gonna stick with that I'm Canadian. However, Northwestern European accounts for 54.3% of my genetics, broken down accordingly, with 43.8% coming from British and Irish genetics, 2.3% coming from French and German, and 0.5% coming from Scandinavian, although I looked into this earlier and, like, it's not actually Scandinavian. Their explanation is because I have Celtic roots in Ireland and the British Isles. The Vikings are from there, so my Scandinavian roots are not like, any of those nice, calm, reformed countries like Canada that also have private healthcare, but have not private healthcare, public healthcare. Wow. My coffee has not set in yet. I'm drinking it, but it's not done yet. I have not completely come to the dark side. So anyways, in Canada, we have, like, free public health care, and, like, I was hoping like maybe I could be like, Norwegian or like something cool like that, but I'm not. All right, so then I have broadly Northwestern European, which, like, that could be as far as, like, Finland, apparently. But it also says that the Northwestern European are represented by people from as far west as Ireland, or as north as Norway, or as east as Finland. So again, still could just be very much so more Irish, unless I get, like, more information, because apparently Ancestry will continue to update. Sorry, the ancestry information on 23&Me. Wow, it will continue to update over time as more people submit their results, or if anyone from my family who has similar genetics to me submits their results, it'll slightly augment this information as far as, like, the vague categories. So then I always knew that we had Jewish heritage. Apparently I'm 1.8% Ashkenazi Jewish specifically. And I was unaware that, like, Ashkenazi Jews had like, specific genetic variants, whereas, like, apparently Sephardic Jews do not. I did not know this, because realistically, it's very interesting that, like, there's only one category for any sort of, like, Jewish ancestry on 23andMe, and it's Ashkenazi. So according to this, when you do yourself, like, a little scroll into the details, it tells you, like, how far away each person of this specific ancestry is expected to be from you. So, like, within 1 to 2 generations, I have someone who is British and Irish. Within 2 to 4 generations, apparently I have someone who is Nigerian. And within 4 to 7 generations, I have someone who is Ashkenazi Jewish. Ashkenazi Jewish, and someone who is Portuguese, and someone who is from Liberia, Sierra Leone, or the Congo, or Angola. And then, like, everything else is much further back. So it's very interesting to see what is going on. But we're gonna scroll back up because we haven't quite left Europe yet. Then we got Southern Europe at 1.8%, and that accounts for the Spanish and Portuguese that we just touched on in the lower section. And then broadly Southern European, 0.4%, and then broadly European, 2.3%. So broadly European is literally just like anywhere in Europe. Okay, that could turn out to be more French. It could turn out to be more like Ashkenazi. It could turn out to be anything. Who knows yet? And then we have 38.6% Sub-Saharan African. So my Jamaican heritage, obviously, like it's on the black side of things, as well as on like other culturally mixed fronts, but like those are clearly British and Welsh and Irish now. And technically Jewish. But anyways, so I had never known where any of like our African lineage or heritage had come from when it came to my Jamaican side of the family, and now I've learned that 32.3% of my genetics come from West Africa, and 23.2% of that genetics is from Nigeria. Nigeria, but this is what I was talking about. So, like, when you look at the scientific data associated with all of the genetic historical ancestry predictions that they make, there's very little like evidence that shows that I have any recent relatives who are currently living there or who are who are less than fifth cousins from me. So going down a little further, we've got 2.7% Senegambian and Guinean, 2.2% Ghanaian, Liberian or Sierra Leonean. That's a tongue twister. Sierra Leonean. Then we got broadly West African, 4.2%, which again is just like any of the places that I pretty much just mentioned and a few more in West Africa. Then we got 2.8% Congolese and Southeastern African. Okay, and so that's pretty much just like the middle of the continent for the most part. So I got 1.6% Angolan and Congolese. We got 0.4% Southeastern African, which again is just pretty much. It's pretty much an association with what has now today become Nigeria and Cameroon, and is associated with the migration of the Bantu-speaking peoples of the Highlands. Very interesting. We're going to have to do a little more research. So then I have 0.3%. Okay, so not even a whole percent, but 0.3% African hunter-gatherer, and then I have 3.2% broadly sub-Saharan African. So, like, that's pretty much anywhere in Africa that is not in, like, not in the Mediterranean coastal areas. So, pretty much the majority of the continent downward. Not including Egypt by the looks of it, but maybe. I would have to zoom in the map. I will confirm later. And then I have like 1.2% of unassigned genetics. It says there is a wide human range of diversity in the world, and sometimes our algorithm is unable to match a region of your DNA to a specific population with confidence. Individuals whose ancestors came from multiple continents and who mixed many generations ago typically see more unassigned ancestry in their ancestry composition. Individuals whose ancestors came from just one continent, or individuals whose ancestors intermixed more recently, typically see less unassigned ancestry. All right, so then there's this like recent ancestry in the Americas section, like, okay. I apologize for my really shitty nails, but like, I'll get to those later. I do them myself, so like, sometimes they look fabulous, and sometimes they look janky AF. It says the Caribbean, so I click on that, and we go, all right, cool. The Caribbean, in the last 200 years, your ancestors may have lived in the following locations, okay? They've found evidence to that effect. So it's like literally just Jamaica for the most part. It's like really strongly just Jamaica. But they are pretty accurate because St. Elizabeth Parish and Manchester Parish, as well as St. Anne's Parish and St. Andrew Parish, I learned like about stories that my Nana had told me when I was growing up, where she still lived in Jamaica and we had family in those parishes. So I know that a lot of this information is actually very accurate, and it's kind of interesting. But we're going to get into like the more topical, like, is it right, is it wrong, how much of this is associated with your genetics, who knows part of it, which is the health and traits section. So some of this is like obviously very clear. You have like genetic markers for predispositions for diseases. I was very lucky because apparently I am very healthy and not really dying of anything. When I go into my health predisposition reports, outside of a slightly increased risk for celiac disease, it says that like nothing else has been detected other than a variant has been detected, but not likely an increased risk for age-related macular degeneration. So I might go blind later when I'm old, but hopefully probably not. What else we got here? Let's get interesting, guys. So the wellness section, there's 8 reports. So there's 8 little tidbits of information. Alcohol flush reaction. So basically, like, do I turn red if I drink a lot of alcohol? If I get boozy, do I turn rosy? Unlikely to flush, and they would be correct. I do not actually turn red when I drink. Likely to consume more caffeine. Well, that's happening right now. Like, literally right the heck now. We're going to click on that and see exactly. My dogs are losing their crap right now. Hold on 1 second, guys. Just be right back. I'll be right back. Don't you go anywhere. I'm back. Oh, and I got more coffee. Because, like, 23&ME was not wrong about everything. Clearly, they were right about the caffeine. If nothing else. Okay, so. Ooh, this is full. Okay, 23&ME participants. With my genetic result, who consume caffeine regularly tend to drink just a little bit more than average. 10 milligrams of caffeine per day. Of course, not everyone chooses to consume caffeine, but for those who do, their genetics play a role in the amount they consume. So, on average, a person will consume 256 milligrams of caffeine per day. And I apparently will consume 266 milligrams per day. Although I think it might be more than that. Well, I drink more than 3 cups of coffee a day. Apparently, how much is too much? 400 milligrams of caffeine per day or less, the equivalent of about 3 12-ounce cups of coffee, or 8 8-ounce cups of black tea. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Keeping our going. Checking back out. What else they got for us in the wellness section, but beyond caffeine consumption? Okay. I am likely tolerant to lactose, although not really. I have the muscle composition common in elite power athletes. That's a joke. Elite power yogis, maybe. Elite power shoppers, sleepers, renovators, but not athletes. Like, I am not fast like my Jamaican genetics think I should be, okay? I have very long legs, which means that, like, I can compete in the 100 meter, maybe the 200 meter. Those were my things in, like, elementary and middle school, like cross country. No, track and field. Yeah, track and field. There we go. Girl's old. Your girl's old. Those were the only running sports that I did. Other than that, I did high jump. I did long jump. I did the jumping sports. I was pretty good at shot put, although, like, my little scrawny wrists were not doing me great as a child. They've gotten a little more sturdy with, like, years of hard work and random labor jobs and shit like that, and taking on yoga. But, like, back in the day, these little wrists were not doing much. Luckily, you shot put from the legs for the most part. Okay, so I am more likely to move when I sleep than the average person, and I'm likely to move more often in a night than they do, interestingly enough. It's like, I'm not 100% sure how much of that is accurate and how much of that is just like, maybe. And then we got this traits section. Okay, explore the genetics behind your appearance and senses. Don't mind if I do. Okay, so ability to match musical pitch. About a 50-50 chance of being able to match musical pitch. I've been told many times that I have perfect pitch. So I'm going to say that they say it's about an equal chance, and I say that I'm definitely in the people who can carry a tune and match a pitch category. Let's see. Asparagus odor detection. Likely can smell. Yes, I can smell asparagus. Okay? I can. I can smell asparagus in urine. It's a strange thing to share with the world, but I can smell it, and my genetics supports that. Let's see. I am less likely than average to have had a bunion. Yes, I have never had a bunion. I have lovely feet, so I've been told. Likely no dimples. No, man. I've been told I got dimples. You tell me. I don't know. I think those are dimples. Okay. Slightly higher odds of disliking cilantro. What about, like, really high odds of thinking cilantro is vile and should not be cooked with? Okay? Like, why? Why is cilantro just so overpowering? Like, if you're going to use it, could you just use it just like a little bit? Just a little bit. Just a little tiny, just a little bit. Just a dish. But no, people be like, just like, all of the dish covered in cilantro, okay? Let's just coat that shit like a breading. And I'm like, I can't with you. I can't. Okay. Likely no cleft chin. Yep, that's correct. I have a scar under my chin from falling down the stairs. But I do not have a cleft chin. About a 50-50 chance of getting dandruff. Yes, I have dandruff about 50% of the time. Likely detached earlobes. I don't know, those fuckers seem pretty attached. I'm gonna say that they are attached AF, and I don't know what they're talking about. So unlikely. They fucked up there. Likely brown or hazel eyes. Yep, you nailed it. I got brown eyes. I've been told I have Betty Davis eyes. I don't personally see it. I just think I have big eyes. My mom told me that I had baby cow eyes when I was little. Like, Mom, can I have it? Can I have it? Please. All right. Fear of heights. I don't have one, but it says that I'm more likely than average to be afraid of heights. I am not. More likely than average to have a fear of public speaking. I do not. Hell, if I could, like, get you guys all to, like, you know, come see me in person and, like, just watch me talk to you in real life, I would do that. Like, I have contemplated the idea of becoming a stand-up comedian many a times. However, when I was younger, and, like, I thought that I was actually, like, you know, gonna make something of my life, and, like, not be fucking doing this nonsense at 27 and, like, actually have, like, a regular, like, acting job that made me money and made me happy. Yeah, no, I assumed that my life would be a little different than it is now. Not that I hate on how it is, okay? I just want to improve it, that's all. But yeah, if I can get you guys all in one place and have you, like, you know, there watching me just talk about my life and laughing and sharing with me, I'd fucking do it, okay? I would have a talk show. I would have a sitcom, okay? Those are, like, this little kitty's life goals, okay? Like, I told you guys, Princess Unikitty is my spirit animal, all right? So, like, this kitty's goals. All right, let's see. Finger length ratio, likely ring finger longer. Okay, I need to investigate what that means, because longer than what? Handy information. Palm readers believe the future is written in your hands, but some scientists believe in the relative length of your fingers say a lot more about you and your genetics. Aaryn, the combination of your genetics and other factors makes it likely to have longer ring fingers than index fingers. I don't know, man. I think they're about the same. Like, I don't have my nails done right now with any sort of added length, and I think they're about the same. But no, I know still. Like, I don't know how it's, like, I feel like part of it also depends on, like, the posture of your hand. I don't know. We'll keep reading. Okay, so I have two options. Which of your fingers is longer? Ring finger is longer, or index finger is longer than or equal to ring finger? Okay, equal to, that didn't come up before, but yeah, equal to is accurate. Sorry. Okay, continuing on. I'm more likely to have flat feet, and yet I do not have flat feet. Likely less freckling. I mean, like, I have visible freckles. Like, let's see what this says. Let's just do some investigationings. We're gonna lean in, let y'all see my natural frecks. Okay. Aaryn, the combination of your genetics and other factors make it you have few, if any, freckles. I don't know if this is, like, lots of freckles or few, if any, freckles. Y'all need to vote on this. Just, like, let me know in the comments if you think that I have a lot of freckles or, like, a little bit of freckles. Because I don't know. And now I'm questioning everything. Yeah, definitely questioning everything. There's no diagrams or anything that quantifies, like, how much is a lot of freckles and how much is not a lot of freckles. Just leaving a lot up to the imagination. Apparently, I am I am likely to have straight or wavy hair. Well, I don't have straight hair, but I guess I kind of have like wavy hair. I don't really have like completely curly hair. I think that's why I'm so jealous of girls who have really luscious curls, because like I got waves. I got waves. I got waves in my hair. I don't have curls. No, I got waves. Yeah. I still use curly hair products though, because like I don't know what the heck my friggin' life would be without them. Like this would be the mess it was when I was a teenager, and that shit was vile. Honestly, Camp Rock was like not a good hair time for me. It really was not. It was not a good hair time. It was just not a good hair time. It was not good. I don't know if you guys noticed, but my hair was a lot lighter in Camp Rock. This is like a little, like, you know, side. I don't even know what to call this. A side? Yeah, we're going to have a little side right now. So, yeah, for anyone who was a fan of me because of Camp Rock and remembers me in Camp Rock and goes, you look so different. It's mostly my hair. It's mostly because my hair is now healthy. Back during Camp Rock, I was in high school and I had made the terrible life decision of pouring literal peroxide in my hair. Okay, and I don't mean like hairdressing peroxide, okay, which obviously you could have assumed would have bleached the fuck out of your head. No, I mean just like regular, like in the first aid kit peroxide. I did this in grade 9, and your girl's hair grows slow. So by the time grade 10 came around and we were filming Camp Rock, not a fucking hell of a lot had happened. I still had very, very red hair. For a while, though, it was quite awful. I resembled either an anime character or, like, I'm gonna say, like Raggedy Ann or Raggedy Andy. Was not the cutest look. But yeah, then the sun bleached that red out to the orangey red color it was in Camp Rock. And that was not great. This is the actual natural color of my hair. And you can tell, because like if we get real close in here, real close, yeah, you can see my grays. Oh my god, look at them. Look at them. Why? Why am I going gray? Okay, and like sometimes I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. You saw my dogs, they're light colored. Their fur gets everywhere. Okay, sometimes I'll see one, I'm like, oh, it's just dog hair. But other times I know it's a gray hair because I try and pull it out and it's attached to my head. It's attached to my head. Okay, so 43% of people have slightly wavy hair. 15% of people have wavy hair who have my genetics, and 5% of people have big curls. 2% of people have small curls. 1% of people have very tight curls. So I'm going to say that I'm probably in like have wavy hair, 15%. That's just where I'm living. I'm living in the 15. What else can I share with y'all? Misophonia. So basically, you know how some people don't like the sound of people eating? Like some people really love ASMR and they're like, this is my shit, king. Oh, wow, this is my shit, queen, king, whatever. You know, fucking whoever the fuck you are, that's your shit, okay? ASMR, if that's how you want to live your life, like, I support you. Some of that shit is actually really, really, really relaxing. However, for every single last one of you out there who likes to listen to people slurp, okay? No. And anyone who is a loud chewer, who is like wetly chewing their food, no. Okay? According to my genetics, okay, I have misophonia, and I should have misophonia, and that is literally hating the sound of people eating. And literally, it is the worst thing in the world, in my opinion, to hear someone just like wet eating. The only type of like eating that I don't mind the sound of as far as like ASMR is like when people are eating chips. I find the sound of like crunching chips to be very satisfying, and it's half of the reason why chips are even good is the texture and the sound of the texture of the chips. It's like It's so good. But like the minute that like that turns into like anything that's not that like nice crisp crunch, I'm not down. All right, what else? I have a 50-50 chance of experiencing motion sickness. To my knowledge, I've only experienced motion sickness after concussions, when I was still like very much deep into the post-concussion syndrome of it all. I had some serious motion sickness and nausea and like a whole bunch of problems, but like typically, other than that, I think I've been fine. Let's see, likely no photonic sneeze reflex. So I guess like if I look into light, I'm not likely to sneeze. Interesting. Likely lighter skin. Yeah, I'd say so. I would say so, considering I am the one black mixed race girl that I know who can't make the complaint about being unable to find powder in the drugstore or her color. Because, like, my color is white people's color. They get a tan. I guess that explains the 60% European. It's available in drugstores everywhere. Okay, so in addition to my likely lighter skin, I am likely to have stretch marks, which I do. I've had stretch marks since I was a teenager. I grew over 1.5 feet in just under a year and a half. Yes, think about that. In 12 months, I grew over 16 inches. What in the fuck? Okay? Just what in the fuck? In fact, I think my math is really bad, and that might actually be, I grew more than 18 inches. We're going to have to do some double checking with the calculator. But the whole fucking point here is that, like, I could not wear any pair of pants or have any jacket or anything that was long enough for, like, that period of time. My mom spent a lot of money on clothes, God bless her. Okay, she is a saint. She never let me wear things that were too short or too small. She just kept buying me clothes and going poor for it. So thank you, Mama. If you're out there and you're watching this, I love you. Coffee cheers, considering you gave me my love of coffee. Most people don't know this, and they claim that coffee stunts your growth. My mom and I will gladly fight them on that because we feel that we are proof otherwise. So my mom had 3 older brothers, and all 3 of her older brothers were not allowed to go visit Mama on the coffee plantation in Jamaica because my mom and her brothers lived in Jamaica till I think my mom was like 6 or 7. Anyways, so when my mom was little, from the time she was about 2 or 3, she would go and she would visit Mama. And in the same way that British people will have tea time with their kids, Mama and my mom would have coffee together. And so when I was like 2 years old, my mom and I would start having coffee with my Nana on the weekends when we would go to the mall or when we would be having our like morning brunch. And like obviously in the beginning my coffee was like very watered down compared to their coffee, but like by the time I was like probably like 6 or 7, I was drinking like pretty much the same level of coffee that like white people drink when they go to Timmy's and they order a fucking triple. And like now I don't put nearly that much sugar in my coffee or nearly that much. I drink coffee the way that, like, my dentist says I should, with a little bit of cream so it doesn't completely ruin my teeth. That seems to be working. And with minimal sugar, again, so it doesn't completely ruin my teeth. And I've actually, like, switched the sugar out most of the time to either honey or maple syrup, because both of those things are sustainable, delicious, and healthy alternatives to sugar. And especially if you're Canadian, like, maple coffee, yes, you just feel patriotic as fuck. Alright, so, it says here I should prefer sweet over salty. When I was a kid, I definitely did. I had an obscene sweet tooth. Like, everyone thought I was gonna get diabetes, getting back to me drinking coffee. So, like, when I was in high school, oh my god, okay, that was when, like, my love of coffee just, like, really skyrocketed to new limits, because I grew up in a small town, and for the longest time, we didn't have a coffee shop. But then, lo and behold, okay, coffee culture came to our town. Yes, that's right, I'm that old, okay? I got excited about motherfucking coffee culture, not a Starbucks, okay? My town has a Starbucks now that I haven't lived there for over 9 years or 8 years, but like it didn't have one then. So, back in the day, okay, we're talking like the early mid 2000s. We're talking like 2007 to 2009. All right. I was spending my time going to coffee culture and ordering the largest iced coffees they had, okay, or the largest coffees they had, depending upon the season. We do have winter here in Canada, and you can't drink iced coffee in the winter. I don't care what any of you crazy Canadians say, okay? It's too fucking cold. It's too fucking cold. Yes, it's great. Your iced coffee never actually melts, but like it's too fucking cold. I want something to keep my hands warm, okay? I want something to warm my soul and the cockles of like my insides that feel like they are fundamentally being frozen. I do not want to have my life made worse. So anyways, I would put, and I'm not kidding you, okay, 6 to 9 sugar packages inside of one large 6 to 9 sugar packages inside of one large coffee. What was I trying to do? Kill myself? And like if it was an iced coffee, okay, I would get it with like liquid simple syrup, okay, with like 7 pumps, and then I would still add more sugar to it that I have to stir into it later, and it would melt into it as the ice melted, because the ice would water down the sugar. What the fuck was wrong with me? Oh my god, like, was I trying to kill myself? Probably not, but like, did I have any understanding of like how bad what I was doing for me was? Also probably not. Alright, don't drink that much sugar if you're young and you can avoid it. Don't be me, be better. Alright, that was my PSA of the moment. So, I am likely to wake up around 8:55 a.m. That is a bold-faced lie. That could not have been more off if it tried to be. I've been waking up at like 10 to 11 a.m. For quite some time now, because I'm a grown-ass lady, I'm an adult, and I can choose to work a job that does not force me to be awake at the crack of dawn. Yeah. So, also, it says I'm likely to not have a widow's peak, and yeah, I don't think I have a widow's peak. I think it's pretty safe to say I don't have a widow's peak. So a lot of the information has been accurate. Some of it has been a little bit suspect. I think I'm gonna like see if any of this information changes over the next year. Like I'll do like an update with you guys just to see if my results change. But I will definitely want to do a little more research into finding out if I can connect with any family members, etc. And I will give you periodic updates to that effect. So yeah, thank you for spending some time with me. And this has been my channel. And yeah, I just took a DNA test. Turns out I'm 100% that bitch who's still trying to do this thing. Who knows? Okay, no, really, I love Lizzo, but like, I'm just butchering her song. And like, I apologize, Lizzo, okay? If you're out there and you see this and you hear this, understand, okay, that like, I love you and I am not trying to hurt your music the way that I am. So yeah, I guess I will leave you with come to the dark side.